Hello, my name is Dr. Bradley. I want to thank you for joining me today in this beautiful lesson. We're going to look at the Successful Entrepreneurship Part 2. We're at a conference, and in that conference we talked about entrepreneurship, how to become very successful as an entrepreneur. And today, it's a Part 2 of what we talked about. I'm very excited because I've come with more details and emphasis on what I talked about on that day in that conference. For those of you that did not attend the conference, you can check the video on YouTube. It was amazing, it was great. Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who starts a business, and that's very simple to understand. It's a person that goes out there to open a business. But then, what is success? You see, you need to understand these two things. What is success? An entrepreneur is going to make the money. But what is success? Is money success? You see that? You will discover that success is actually called fulfillment. When a person is successful, the word needed to be used there is that the person is fulfilled. To get a job that pays you well, or to open a business that pays you well, it doesn't make you a successful person. You understand? So success is actually a way of completeness that gives you joy unspeakable because you have actually everything that you needed. I'll take you back to what I said before in the first meeting, was that if a person is a medical doctor, okay, but then he's working somewhere as an engineer or something like that, that is okay. You see that? Or this man, he's a soldier, but his passion is into something different from being a military man. Okay, his desire is to become a medical doctor, but he's a soldier. How can this person be fulfilled? How can he be complete as a person? There will be a problem. The problem is this guy, he's in a wrong field. No matter how much money he's going to make, you see that? No matter how much money, something will still lack because what he's doing is not giving him joy. So we need to find our place. You see that? We need to find our place. We need to be in an environment where our dreams come alive, are brought forth. We need to find ourselves in those dreams. And it's not also easy to exercise excellency in something that you are not called to do. They can tell you, try and be so diligent in what you're doing. Try to be very different in this field that you're in today. But you find it very difficult because it's not exciting to you. Why? It's not your thing. You see that? No matter how much they pay you, but you feel something is actually missing. And that's the problem with so many people today. All over the world, they're engaged in activities they didn't have to in the first place. And they're told, you gotta make money. Just do that. By parents or maybe by their wives or friends. They see it exciting to do that. But the moment they get involved in whatever they're doing, they were not supposed to be doing that, but they're doing it today, and you find that peace leaves them. These men are not fulfilled, are not complete people. They have a lot of things to complain about, so many things to say. The money is not enough, no matter how much you give them. Why? Because they are doing another person's dream. So take up your job today. You make sure in your life as a person, as a world-class person, you take up what you needed to be doing. You understand? So like I said in the beginning, I said an entrepreneur is a person that opens a business and makes profit from that business. Okay, but the question is, what business are you doing? Is it the business that you've always wanted? Is it the business that fulfills you as a person? Or are you just doing it because somebody else is doing it? Or you're doing it because you want to prove a point that you can do it? Or are you scared to do your are actually core business because you fear somebody else is going to condemn you. That's where strength comes in. You can only prove to people that what you're doing is your core and what you're doing makes you proud and happy if you go against your fears. Do you understand? I got a question from somebody that asked me. This question was, he said, Dr. Bradley, I have tried everything. And this question came in the previous conference we had. I've tried everything and things don't seem just to change. My answer to this gentleman was, are you doing what you were supposed to be doing? Something that gives you joy, something that completes you as a person. You see that? Because his question was directing at the lack of money. Like he's trying everything and the money's not coming over. He's trying this and that and he's not seeing profit, he's not seeing the money. And then he was like, I'm devastated, it's not working. Believe me, if you were doing something you were born to do, money is not a problem. Even at the time that you were struggling through that business, you will still not see the struggle. You understand that? You will not see the struggle because you'll be a patient person to yourself and to the business. Others will be wondering that you are always doing the same thing, always, you're working, you're operating. And they're wondering, what's in that business? It's because this is your core. It's not for the money. It's not about the money. No, it's not about the money. It is all about fulfillment. You are moved as a person to be fulfilled. You understand? You're moved with a purpose. Otherwise, what's the purpose of working? When you're born into this world, you must find a purpose, your reason for life, for living every single day. Something that fulfills you, that makes you a person, who you really are, that defines you as a person. Without finding this thing that fulfills you as a person, believe me, no matter what you do, you will be an unhappy person. Very unhappy person. In the end, it will go beyond just you being unhappy. Your family will be unhappy. Your children will be unhappy. You see that? Your friends will be unhappy with you. You'll be unhappy with everybody else. You're going to have a problem with everybody else because you are not a free person. You are not free until you do that thing that makes you proud. You take up your business, that calling. Maybe it's singing, you have to do it. Maybe it's helping people, like I mentioned before in the previous meeting, like an NGO, you want to open an NGO, you want to help so many people. That fulfills you. Go ahead and do it. You understand? Go ahead and do it. That will give you joy. And as you do it, you will not struggle through. You see, I heard one man say that a lot of successful people struggle a lot for them to make wealth. Yes, it is true. It is true. But there's that kind of struggle that the owner of the business doesn't see. The owner of the business doesn't feel. It is others that will see that the man is being tormented by people or throughout in his business, in his core. But himself, the reason he can't give up, he wants to be president one day and he's fighting to be president and people are trying to persecute him. He's not seeing that. He's not quitting. He keeps on going, he keeps on going, he keeps on going, he keeps on going. The reason for that continuation, for that movement, that courage, where is he getting the courage? Because he can't do anything else except this thing you're trying to take away from him. And no matter how many times you try to take it away from him, he will die until do it, until he's fulfilled, until he makes it. Now, if you're doing another person's vision or business, you're just copying, maybe we try this, it's not going to work. And if it works, it will not last long. Do you understand? Your business might work because it's another man's business. If you start that, it might work, but may not last long because you are not into it. You are not into it. Somebody else is forcing you, or you were inspired by what you saw on television, something like that. It's very important that we get the peace, we get the freedom that we need. Otherwise, if you're not free, you cannot inspire anybody else. If you're not inspired or free, you can't do anything. You see that? That's the reason to return to our work, that which we're called to do. You understand? If you're an imam, a Muslim imam, if you're a Christian, a pastor Christian, if you're a singer, go to that work. You see that? And you will not see the sufferings. Like I said before, that if you're suffering, if you go through challenges, trials during that time in your business, What I said was, remember this, what I said was, it doesn't matter. It will not matter to you. You know why it's not going to matter to you? Because you're so sold out into your business. You were so given, you've given yourself to that business. No matter what comes, no matter what happens, you just want to make it. You see that? You just want to make it. People might pity you and wonder what you're going through, but you don't see it. You see that? And after now, you've succeeded. You've succeeded. Still, you will not rest. You still want to take it further and further and further. And those that were watching you will say, this is how he started. This is how he started. You see, I didn't make all my money by taking someone's work. I gave you a story in that conference, many of you, I gave you a story in the conference, how I started. I got a phone call from the bank manager, Stacy Malaya. She said to me, I was inspired at your testimony when you told us how you started your business. She said, I've seen so many people, they're looking for money because, you see, money is not what you should look for. A business will start without money. Capital is a human resource. You are that human resource. You are that person. So capital is not just money. It could be you as a person. You are the capital. You are the capital, the person. You understand that? So remember, this is very, very important to understand how to start a business and how to stay in business. You will not stay in business. No, you will not. You will not stay in business if at all you're doing something you don't like. That is why you find we have so many people, so many quitters, because they're doing something they don't like. It's very easy. I can quit. You see what I'm doing right now? I can't because this is something I love doing. You understand? But if I'm not called to do this, I can quit and join any ministry or industry anywhere else. You see that? And that's confusion. If you find yourself in a place or environment or in a company or in business you don't like, you will be a confused person. You'll be walking in confusion. It could be a woman. I remember of a woman that was doing accounts because her brother told her that you need to become an accountant. And having enough time to relate with this person, I noticed that this person was a doctor. See that? So what I did was I paid money for her to go to school and study medicine. Reason was every time I spoke to her, every time I spoke to this woman, she was very good at medical knowledge. She had so much knowledge about medical science, so much knowledge. And when she gets any information about medicine, she will not forget it. So I knew that this person is not an accountant. This person is a medical doctor. You understand? So what we learn from today's lesson is very simple. We've been taught, inspired to get to our work, to get to that job that we've always wanted. We're being inspired to find ourselves in an environment where our dreams are brought to light. Do you understand? So that's our inspiration. That's what I bring to you today, to inspire you to go to that business that you've always wanted. It will be easy because no one is going to push you to do it. You see that? No one is going to force you to do it. You will find yourself doing it. And then you will apply excellency in that job because you love it. You take care of it. You're going to apply excellency in it. You understand that? You will apply excellence, virtue, which is power. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so glad. In the next segment, I want you to continue watching. In the next segment, I will be talking about our excellence itself and diligence. The power of excellency and diligence. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Bradley. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe. Love you so much. By the way, today is Lydia's birthday. Lydia Musyoki's birthday. She's the director of world-class education in Kenya. And today is her birthday. Help me wish her a happy birthday. Congratulations, young lady. I love you so much. Happy birthday. Thank you.